Good morning, Ma'am Lisel. I'm Maria Eliza Paso, one of student at City Global College, Binyan Campus in Bachelor of Science in Accounting Information System. I'm here to discuss my transaction, journal entries, and cash flow. So, my business name is Evergreen Enterprises. So, let's start. In January 1, 2018, Evergreen Enterprises was registered as a small enterprises. Ms. Adams, the owner, invested cash 500,000 as initial investment. Journal entries of January 1, the debit is cash 500,000 and the credit is Ms. A Capital 500,000. January 2, she bought merchandise on account from Kakao Merchandising 10,000 pesos. The journal entries in January 2, the debit is purchases 10,000 and the credit is accounts payable 10,000. January 3, she bought equipment 35,000 on cash. The journal entries in January 3, the debit is equipment 35,000 and the credit is cash 35,000. January 4, paid salaries for employees 15,000. The journal entries in January 4, the debit is salary expenses 15,000 and the credit is cash 15,000. In January 5, received credit from Kakao Merchandising 3,000 for merchandise returned. So the journal entries on January 5, the debit is accounts payable 3,000 and the credit is purchase, return, and allowances is 3,000. In January 6, paid Kakao Merchandising. So, the journal entries on January 6, the debit is accounts payable 7,000 and the credit is cash 6,860 and purchase discount 140. In January 7, sold merchandise to Ms. Adams 150,000 on cash. The journal entries on January 7, the debit is cash 150,000 and the credit is sales 150,000. January 8, Ms. A got cash for personal use 10,000. The journal entries on January 8, the debit is Ms. Adams drawing 10,000 and the credit is cash 10,000. January 9, purchased merchandise on cash 18,000 and the journal entries on January 9, the debit is purchases 18,000 and the credit is cash 18,000. In January 10, bought supplies on cash 5,000. The journal entries on January 10, the debit is supplies 5,000 and the credit is cash 5,000. So I discussed my statement of cash flow. The business name is Evergreen Enterprises Statement of Cash Flow for the period ended December 31, 2018. Cash flow from operating activities. Cash received from sales 150,000. Refund from purchases 3,000. The payment for supplies is 5,000. Goods bought 32,000. Salaries expenses 16,000. So the sum of all is net is 100,000. So net cash from operating activities is 100,000. Cash flow from investing activities. Computer equipment bought 35,000. The net cash flow from investing activities is 35,000. Wala naman pong nagbago. And the cash flow from financing activities, initial investment is 500,000. Borrowings, 0 kasi wala naman pong borrowings na nangyari. The drawings is 10,000. And net cash from financing activities is 490,000 pesos. And the increase in cash and cash equivalents is 655,000. add cash and cash equivalents, beginning balance is 0. So, my cash and cash equivalent December 31, 2018 is 655,000 pesos. Thank you.